Most people fail in the business just because they never wanted to become successful. And after spending decade of experience doing business with a lot of great entrepreneurs, I've learned these three skills that I want to share in this video that is going to help you make $10,000 a month easily. And the first thing is that your ability to stay focused during the chaos. Now, it is one of the greatest lessons. It takes time to build. This skill is not easy to come into any human being. You have to go through a lot of experience, work, ethic. Because what I've found in my life that it's not that easy to learn skills, but if you put in a focused work every single day and stay dedicated and make tremendous amount of sacrifice, you just need to focus on the things that you truly want, and that's where this ability is totally hidden from the real world. Is your ability to focus and take actions, make decisions during all of that chaos that you go through in your mind and surroundings. Your business is going through a lot of aspects. You're going through tremendous amount of decision making, and at that time the quality of your decision should highly matter. You should know exactly how much you want to get done on that day, and you should always get it done because your life has to be planned. If you're not planned, you're not in the systems. And one of the most successful book from 2025 is Atomic Habits. In that book, the author says you do not fall to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems and the standards that you live. That means your routine is one of the most important factor of your success. And your routine can only be built if you're truly serious about your life. No more excuses. Just focus on what you're trying to do and go for it. The second skill that I learned from my business life is that listen more. Most people are very talkative, and that's where you lose a lot of respect. When you constantly keep talking on other people, you talk to them, never give them a chance to express themselves. You're just trying to boost your ego. You're not trying to become their friend. You're trying to become their enemy. So what I did is that when I was doing marketing and sales, I started listening to people more. I wanted to know more about their life. How are they dealing with their problems? So, by just them speaking to me, I got to know more about myself. That not only I'm a good listener, I'm a good follower. I can help people, I can support people, and I can be a helping hand, and I'm proud of it. When you help somebody, even by being just a follower or even just lifting up the people who are always down in their life, trying to support creating solutions for many people like me who are watching this video. And I know you are always going to subscribe to my channel, but what I just want to say is that being the person who listens to other people will always have more respect than the person who talks, because when you listen to people, you actually build trust. So whenever someone important is talking to you, just keep your mouth shut and listen to them. Like, hold on for at least 8 seconds and let that silence speak. Because when I know in the most toughest deals, the person who makes the decisions is always the person who loses. You need to be silenced. Silence creates power and authority. And that's why it is very important in any kind of business scenarios. Lesson number three is pre-prepare anything that you want to do. Now, if you have a routine in your life, but if you're not decided what you want to do every single day, even if you show up on the work, you're not going to do the important task. And I've been seeing this with a lot of my business agencies that I was working with, that every time they show up to the work, but if they do not have a manager, they never do the right thing. They're not self-disciplined. They're not self-motivated. All they care about is their paycheck. They do not have the vision of the owner that the owner has. And that's why for the owner to make more money in their business needs to set up a system where their employees get less amount of time to relax, because their mind is only fixated on how can I complete just this task. They don't care about the outcome of how it's going to impact on the company, how it's going to impact the people. So you have to build a system where the company is running on its own values and missions, and those missions are the money making missions. Like, I was working with the company before, and that company was so highly greatly established is that most of the employees were actually following the most important rules in the business to respect people, help them, be a good person. And that was just good communication, and they were making a lot of money by doing that. So that's why I realized, I observed, I analyzed that being the person who has high qualities and when they're automatically implementing in their business, not even letting anybody focuses. So just set your standards so high that it's very difficult for you to fail. And I implement that in my business skills. Anything that I wanted to do, I set up high standard for myself. That way I do not drop to my lower self, and I always stay to the higher standards. That means every day I'm going to change and grow into a new level. That's all I got for today's video, and I will see you in the next video.